Welcome back, chums, to a new video. So today we're going to talk about patch 2.31 for Cyberpunk 2077 because CDPR has released it today. Now keep in mind I was lucky because this update came out for me during noon, so I had plenty of time to go through everything, test everything out and see what was fixed or not. Keep in mind that majority of fixes within this patch, or well, hotfix, are going to be mostly related to all of the features they released in the update 2.3. If you are modding the game, keep in mind that right now your mods are not going to be working and you have two options. Option number one is not download the update and wait for basically mods to be updated, or well, delete the mods, update the game and then remod everything again. I know it's a bit complicated, but it is what it is with these updates. So let's begin with all of the new changes and fixes within the patch itself. When it comes to vehicles, they updated auto drive. When driving to selected point, the vehicle now drives smoothly, overtakes blocking vehicles, and no longer stops at traffic lights. Free roam mode has also been upgraded to follow traffic rules and navigate the city more reliably. This was sort of a problem when the update came out. I mean, auto drive was pretty much working, but sometimes when it comes to like just NPCs within the vehicles, they would stop or something would happen and your car was not able to do anything on auto drive, was pretty much disabled. So these things can happen obviously within an environment such as Cyberpunk 2077, and after this update you can actually see from the gameplay it's definitely better, a lot more smoother, and I'm not getting into positions anymore where my character is, or well, the car is going to get completely stuck. They also fixed an issue where Johnny always spawned in the passenger seat when using the Delamain cab service, so if you were annoyed by that, well, this has been finally fixed. And also they fixed an issue where applying crystal coat to Yaiba Semimaru caused its wheels to flash in different colors. I honestly did not really see this issue at myself, but if you have, well, it should be fixed right now. When it comes to photo mode, during update 2.3 they expanded it again, but there were some issues with some of the poses of some characters. They were simply not working, so this is what they're addressing right now. So most of the new poses introduced in update 2.3 will work with any gender now. They disabled the NPC collision, which makes it easier to position NPCs on top of other objects with collision, example on car hoods. This was definitely problematic, and actually I believe the only way you were able to do this on PC is to download a mod on top of the, well, expanded photo mode. So, you know, having this natively within the game now is pretty good. And they also fixed an issue where some of the poses did not work for Royce. Now, when it comes to quests and open world, they pretty much tackled the quests and missions which were introduced in update 2.3, and this is what was fixed. Freedom Quest fixed the journal entry that appears when the player chooses not to steal the ray-filled Caliborn Mordred. When it comes to Motorbret, it received quite a few updates. First off, they fixed an issue where after V fails to pursue and stop Semimaru and receives a text from River saying he'll contact V soon, the follow-up message never arrived, so people were having issues with this. They also fixed an issue where the Yaiba Semimaru could flip over during the chase, preventing the player from entering it. It didn't happen to me, but it seems it was possible. Now, it's no longer possible to trigger the quest if River died. Also, players can now acquire the Yaiba Semimaru through autofixer even if they failed the hunt, which normally unlocks the side quest where the vehicle is obtained. So if you didn't finish it already, well, you kinda have to. And when it comes to the Nitro quest, they fixed the game crash that could occur in certain circumstances after leaving the Yaiba showroom event. And also they fixed an issue where the proxy interface UI in the Yaiba showroom is cut off when the larger hood element setting is enabled. So these were specific for quests, again mostly related to update 2.3. It seems that the rest doesn't really have issues. Now, when it comes to the miscellaneous fixes, they fixed several localization and lip sync issues in various languages, which is good. Now, one of the good things, they also added a toggle to disable vignette. This was highly requested, I think, by people throughout not these couple of months, but throughout the years. It can be found in settings, graphics and basics, so disable vignette. it's better. Trust me. They also fixed an issue on PC and Mac where ray trace reflections might not display correctly when enabled under certain conditions. They fixed several issues with displayed text messages from Delamain, so I'm glad this was fixed because I was getting those issues, and also they added various fixes for fluff vendors. Now for the end we have PC specific and Mac specific changes. We're first gonna start off with the PC specific. So they fixed an issue where NVIDIA Reflex could be disabled while DLSS frame generation was enabled, causing the screen to turn pink. They fixed an issue where path tracing didn't activate properly in certain scenarios. And for the end, when it comes to the Mac specific changes, and I cannot believe I'm actually reading through this, but it's so nice that, Cyberpunk also released for Mac as well. So they fixed an issue where changing graphic preset on Mac set screen space reflections to a higher setting compared to the equivalent preset on PC. They fixed an issue causing a permanent widescreen when frame generation is enabled while entering the brain dance in the information mission. Selecting defaults in video game settings no longer turns HDR mode off. It seems it was doing that. They fixed the inverted behavior of the mute game in background toggle in setting. Okay, so it seems if you mute it, it doesn't mute, and then if you unselect it, it mutes, I guess. They also removed the outdated requires game restart disclaimer from the mouse over description of the disable spatial audio setting, so something very small. Now, they also fixed an issue on the App Store version that caused the game to become stuck on the press space to continue breaching screen. And also for the end, they added various stability and performance optimization. So technically, if you do have Mac and if you're gaming on it, check out Cyberpunk, it should be running a bit better now. So this was everything for patch 2.31. Keep in mind again, as it is in line with CDPR, this is more of a smaller hotfix patch, as they call it basically these days, where they just fixed everything which was causing them issues after the bigger update. Now also when it comes to the ARG, because this is still coming, and because the Phantom Liberty anniversary is going to be, I believe, on 26th, right? 25th of September, we should be getting something alongside with it. Now of course when they say like ARG, they don't mean any new piece of content for the game, but this is pretty much just in line for the celebration of Phantom Liberty, so probably a trailer or something which is in regard more to the merch or something similar. But because the timing of this patch is in this way, I do wonder if maybe the next step for the ARG is going to be somewhere in the game. Maybe they added some secret. Of course, this is just a reach. I mean, nothing can be sure when it comes to that, but we'll see. We'll see if any of the future leads for the ARG, which they do release within the community, is gonna be something within the game, or maybe they're just going to maintain, everything being outside of the game through different things as they did right now. So the update itself on GOG is 1.8 gigabytes. It's probably going to be a bit bigger on PlayStation and Xbox just because of how, they fragment those files, but get the update. It fixes a lot of the auto drive issues which it had, but again, if you're using mods, updating is always going to be tricky. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button for more. I will have an update video on the ARG. Currently this is still ongoing. Keep in mind that the audio portion, which I talked about previously, was pretty much nothing and it wasn't really going to take us anywhere, but the ARG did continue. New clues have appeared, but once everything is done, I will make a proper video where I'm going to explain everything which is happening. So until next time, I will see you chooms very soon. Bye bye.